What's going on YouTube, TikTok, X, and Instagram? We are here to talk about this episode of Power Book 3 Raising Kanan. When is Rock's love affair going to hit rock bottom? Will Kanan join the likes of Crazy Ronnie? What is going to be the thing that's going to make Juke go crazy? They keep leading us into the fact that it's going to be Marvin probably getting taken out by someone. It's just a matter of who. I think it's safe to say that crazy ass Ronnie could be the one to do it. We're going to talk all those things with the crew coming up shortly. The Lamont Tyson, Life Games, podcasts, YouTube, TikTok, IG stream starts right now.
We doing this shit.
I figure out a way.
I'm up early for the dealers come out. Everybody is outside till the killers come out. You ain't eating, you just act full. I'm impactful. Dozen funerals in a month. I got that pull. I will give it to niggas in all rap forms. Ignatius out right now on all platforms.
What's happening, everybody? I'm in the building. I'm back. Be sure to like this video, share, subscribe, and joining me for this review tonight, my people. Y'all know her as the Hammer. I know her as Moochie. Moochella, how you doing over there, my sister? Looking all angelic.
What's up? Oh, thank you. Hi.
Moochie, how have you enjoyed this season of Power Book 3, Season 3? How have you enjoyed it so far?
I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. It's good. Even though this episode was a filler episode, we had to pay attention to certain things. Yeah, to me it was because, I mean, stuff happened, but we seeing things build up. So, yeah, I took it as a build-up episode.
This was my favorite episode so far. I get what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. But it was such a good filler. I gave this episode a 10 out of 10. Magnificent. 10 out of 10 I gave this episode. It was that good to me. I enjoyed this episode.
Oh, I enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong. I really enjoyed it. You know why I enjoyed it, right, Lamont?
Because you enjoyed seeing Rock's tig old bitties.
I don't know about all of that. I just like, it was about time and we actually got what we really wanted to see. And it was good. It was good.
Yep.
Good.
It was lovely. Okay. But we're going to get there. Yes, we are talking about that love scene with Rock.
I know.
And you.
I'm sorry. I know I put the track shoes on. My bad.
Yeah. But you know what? If you're going to put them track shoes on to talk about love making, seeing Rock, that's the perfect way to put them track shoes on, honey. Because Rock and them chocolate humps was lovely. You feel me? It was lovely. But we're going to get there. Ladies and gentlemen, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Be sure to subscribe to Moochie's channel. I have a podcast. Link is in description. I have a TikTok. Link is in description. I would be remiss if I didn't shout out everybody that's joining us right now. We couldn't do this if it wasn't for you. We couldn't do this if it wasn't for you sharing our content, sharing us with your friends, sending us super chats, coming to our live streams. We would not be able to do this. So we have to thank you all, our fans, for doing it. And something that's near and dear to my heart, I just went over 157,000 subscribers because of you guys. You guys have been amazing in my return. I took some time off from doing YouTube and social media, and you never know how that could happen with your algorithm and with your subscribers. But since I've been back, you guys have treated me the way someone who is loved in the community is treated. And for that, I want to thank you. You guys are the superstar. So glad you're here, and we're going to get into it. Moochie, let's recap this episode with a little bit of that trailer, and then we're going to go right from the top. Boy, it's smoking the city on this mess, boy. It's getting to be hot. And Moochie, let me just take you to the very beginning, because when I saw this is crazy ass Ronnie. And I realized this was the bouncer that we all knew was going to get it. Moochie, right. I call this man CeeLo Green. I said, Ronnie, you so crazy. You about to chop off your own damn thumb slamming him in the door. The question here is, Moochie, is he dead or is he alive? Did he kill him or is he alive?
I think he half dead. That's what I think.
Moochie.
He half. Look, I know he jacked up. I don't know if he dead because I think I heard a little like after he got hit. You know, I be
Moochie, you can't do this, Moochie. What is a half dead? You either alive, you either 100% alive or you're 100% dead. What's half dead? The fans want to know, what is half dead?
It's just my little analogy, y'all. I don't look. I heard him whimpering when Ronnie was walking off, talking about, next time I'll get your boobs. When he said that, I'm thinking, I heard a little whimpering in the corner, like, you know how somebody beat the mess out of you and you still like, because you feel all the pain.
Yeah. Well, Moochie, that nigga was feeling pain. And by the way, to the audience, all my super chatters, I'll get to that at the end. I'm trying to be a little bit more professional because next year y'all going to see me in more places than YouTube. And I'm going to take y'all with me. So my super chatters, I will save you for the end because you get a special shout out. So feel free to leave as many super chats as you want because we will read them at the end. So Moochie, this is the other thing that inquiring minds want to know. Why did Ronnie steal the man's money? It didn't look like it wasn't no more than like $22. Why is Ronnie taking his money? He's an ex-gangster.
Look, he just got out the Bing. It was just, he just wanted to give him the utmost disrespect. And that's what he was. He waxed him in his own car and then took his bread. I'm just saying.
Did y'all hear the way she said that? She said he waxed him.
Because YouTube, you gotta be I'm trying to be very sensitive. You know how YouTube is right now. You gotta be careful with your words and all that. So I just I'm just, sharpening my wordplay so we don't get no violations.
Hey, you sound like somebody who's been in a writing class. I ain't saying nothing. I'm just saying. But anyway, post your comments, y'all. Let us know what you think. Is CeeLo Green dead or is CeeLo Green alive? And why did Ronnie take his money? I would love to hear my super chatters drop me a line. Tell me what they think about old crazy ass Ronnie. Another thing in this episode, Moochie, that was so funny. I love Italian on Italian crime. So they come and get Stefano. Moochie, they come on, police. Are you serious? You got to do better than showing up to an established kingpin's business and try to get him on charges of housing an endangered species. Really?
And
really?
He knows his fish.
That man knows his fish the way he know how long his penis is. And you really thought you was going to be able to pull that scammer? First of all, the police, the regular feds wouldn't have came in there for that anyway. That would have been like the wildlife fishery something that would have came in there and done that. And then you try to jack my man on a gun charge. Well, Moochie, his attorney slapped that shit down very quick. Who do you think this was a setup for, Moochie? Is this more of a setup for our boy Stefano, played by Tony Danza, who's killing this role? Love it. Or is it more to let us see this new federal agent that they put in place?
We have to see the feds in place now. They caused the ruckus this. Remember, this is only like a couple of days after that whole thing happened in the PJs. Well, no, matter of fact, a couple of weeks. My bad, y'all. Like maybe a month, because he was like 3 weeks. They've been messing around. So yeah, so it's like a little over a month since this thing happened. So the block is hot. We want to know what were people from Jersey doing in the PJs in Southside. They want to know.
What was they doing there, Moochie? What was they doing there?
They was minding somebody else's business and got some hot ones.
You damn right they got some hot ones, some real hot ones. So hot, their ass is in hell right now. That's how hot them was. What do you think about this agent? Moochie, which direction are we going to go in this agent? Because Power always got some crooked cops. You know, do you think that this agent here is going to wind up being really, really dirty or slightly dirty? Like I can't tell with this agent because
What
it's
you
so
mean?
early.
Like in a sack
This
sort of way?
this is Agent Preston Tanner. That's his name. And could we get a more white person name than Preston ass Tanner? Is Preston Tanner gonna be tanning in Planet Fitness, or is he gonna be out there tanning his ass on the beach? One of them is crooked, and one of them is the real thing. Where is Agent Tanner gonna be at?
I think he's already over in Southside.
Oh,
He looking.
mm, mm.
He got people over there already. He's not physically over there, but he got people over there. They starting to look already.
Yeah,
They
Mooch.
got excuse me.
I think he's gonna turn out to be crooked, and I'm gonna talk about them agents that's watching Rock later, because they doing more watching her to see what kind of goods she moving. They watching her to see what kind of goods she packing. If y'all know what I'm saying.
They want some chocolate.
And Moochie, you know what we say once you dip in that chocolate.
Once you dip in that chocolate, you will not be able to resist.
You don't want no vanilla. You don't want no more vanilla. Okay? Once you get in that chocolate. Now, this is my guy right here, Moochie. And I hate to talk about him, but I got to. This is my guy. Detective Mike Tomlin Howard. This is my guy. Omar Epps is killing this role, ladies and gentlemen.
Detective Howard? Yeah, he's killing it.
And there, I mean, like, and when I say that, I don't want y'all to think that he would do anything otherwise, because he wouldn't. He's a phenomenal actor. And the reason why I'm worried, because I'm thinking he might be on the chopping block to die this season. And the way he making moves, Moochie, he got me worried. When he came here and told Rock about her son fiddle-daddling with a new crew, and then he lied to Rock about what happened to Bert. Where is he going with all this? What are your insights for the crowd when it comes to Detective Mike Tomlin Howard?
Malcolm Howard. he's to me, I think he's doing a good job right now. He's just trying to keep he's in CYA mode, cover your ass. That's the mode he's in right now. And he's trying to protect his son at the same time. He even trying to keep Rock out of trouble with her unappreciative self. But I digress. Right here with this one, I think he's doing a good job right now, but he's out for self right now. That's the top priority. He has to protect himself.
Moochie, I still feel like a part of him wants to get back with Rock. And, her, as my grandma would say, and the old heads would say, her nose is wide the hell open for Unique. So if he's thinking that that's going to happen, he needs to just get that out of his mind. Is he gonna turn back to Allah, or is he gonna have to take out Medina and then maybe try to turn back to Allah? What do you think,
Moochie? He knows he's got to protect this kid, so that's why he's not walking in the mosque. He knows he's not living a righteous life right now. And he's been gone from there for a while. He only came there when he started getting really sick.
That's right. So, Mooch, is he going to take out Medina? Is he going to take out Adina?
Oh, he might have to. He might.
Was you here last week when I told you who I think is going to take him out?
I was here, but I don't remember. I don't think I wrote it down. Let me look through my corner. Just get refreshed.
Burke's daddy.
Ooh. I could see him doing that. If she comes back and tries to talk to him again, he's gonna make it happen. He'll put the play in motion. don't be surprised if you see him and Detective Howard sit down and have a chat. Cause she's a loose end. And he's down with the blue wall of silence. He wasn't down with her lifestyle. He knew what them girls was doing. And like I said, this is in the 90s. They really wasn't messing with cops like that there like that. That was a secret. You kept your life to yourself. And the way it looked, it seemed like her and Adina were kind of almost out in the open, but she knows she couldn't do anything at that precinct because of her father, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to be careful.
The big homie DeMarcus Vaughn, he always posts great commentary on YouTube's channels, mine, some others. He makes good comments. He should start his own channel. He made a good point. What happens when Howard finds out Unique and Rock smashing Moochie?
I don't think he's gonna like it at all.
Do you?
No.
He's sniffing behind her panty drawers right now as we speak.
Mm-hmm.
And she ain't giving him no play. I mean, she is treating him as if she's on a higher plane than him. When let us not forget, Rock, you did lay down for this man years ago when you was underage, and he was wrong too. And you spit out a child called Kanan. So
now come on, in real.
Go ahead, Moochie, speak your piece. Now
in real life. If it was back in those days, you know how good Omar Epps looked? He still looked good now to me. He just looked more distinguished. But
yeah.
I'm saying, and I'm just looking at the juice look, and I would love to see a young Rock. I would love to see like a how they got together. I would be interested in seeing that.
Mm-hmm.
Because we just hearing it, and he must have been charming. But she was too young.
I was about to say,
it was different back then too. So everybody's trying to.
You ain't got to be that charming, Moochie, to get some noodle neck young girl to want to sleep with you. You don't. You don't got to be that charming.
Nah, but she's about the paper though. If he was undercover and he was acting like he was one of them boys,
yeah,
I'm talking about out there hustling. She was attracted to him. You can't tell me she wasn't.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. She was just attracted to him regardless. I'm saying he ain't had to lay down no smooth tracks. Secondly,
I don't think so. I agree.
Right. Secondly, Rock is a damn snitch. And don't be surprised if crazy ass Ronnie knew the guy that she was trying to say was the real baby daddy in prison. Because they was hustling on them streets back in the day, Moochie. They was hustling. They was out there hustling. What's his name? High Post?
No, DEFCON you talking about.
DEFCON, yes.
High Post, his story ended another way. Remember, he was set on fire.
That's right. DEFCON. My bad, y'all. DEFCON. I wouldn't be surprised if crazy ass Ronnie know DEFCON. They was hustling back in them days. So let us know what you think. What's going to happen when Detective Mike Tomlin Howard find out that Rock and Unique is smashing? Me personally, I could see him trying to turn the heat up on Unique's business, diverting the feds toward Unique's business to get them off Rock, maybe so that he can take Unique out, maybe so that he can make Rock mad, maybe so that Rock can come running back to his Mike Tomlin Howard arms. We shall see. This was funny to me, Moochie. This is the look of a face I would never trust with a secret. You know what I'm saying? Moochie, if I was a superhero, I damn sure wouldn't tell this man what my real identity is. He got a little visit from Rock, right? Rock come knock on the door. Boom, 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 boom. Open up the door. ATF, open up the door. He opens up the door all scared and shit, looking like he's holding on to some information. Like, if looks could be information, he was 411. And she's seen all the stuff on the table of their plans, blah, blah, blah. And to make this long story short, Moochie, she gave them some money and told him, if you and Kanan need something, hit me up. Here's some money. He took the money. She walks out the door, Moochie, and that's when you see the first set of fans eyeballing her. Please, Moochie, tell us what you thought about the whole scene. Famous and his no keeping a secret ass in the face of Rock?
He's scared anyway, so you know he's scared of her. So he's gonna end up telling her stuff. But Rock looked around in that apartment, saw the maps. She saw the burrows, so she know he up to something. She know he up to something and no good. Because if they was just doing the bike messenger thing, I believe the way Famous talk, he would have said that. And he act like he don't want to work at all. He don't have to. You don't have to hustle. You could get a regular clean route from Paul from down the hall. Get that from Paul from down the hall. Once you get that, you don't have to work. You'll be bringing. You don't have to work with Kanan. You're not even trying to work though.
So Moochie, that's the next thing I was going to ask you. Do you feel like his lack of work ethic is a problem?
I believe it is going to be with Kanan.
So are you ready to jump on my ship when I told you Kanan gonna probably have to kill Famous? We've already seen him slap.
I think it might be an accident, like where he might end up taking him out.
Moochie, I think it's gonna be straight up. I think it's gonna be straight up. He just slapped this man. Well, I'm gonna get there in a minute. But we've already seen that engine get cranked of the Kanan from the original show. And I do believe he's going to wind up having to kill Fame. But we'll get there. We'll see. We'll see. What do you think about with Rock knowing the feds is watching her? What do you think is going through her mind?
First of all, I'm mad at how she made that U-turn in the street where she went up on both sides, sidewalks on both sides.
Thank you.
Thank you, Moochie. That attention to herself.
Right.
You was that scared? Nah, Rock don't flinch like that. What you mean? You gonna go up on this sidewalk and then go around and go up on the other sidewalk and get out of there? You just drew a lot of attention to yourself.
100%. Like that's not a move that Rock would normally do. So the question is, what were the writers trying to tell us when Rock made such a flustered, un-Rock-like move? Are they saying that she's feeling the pressure? Are they saying that she thinks she need to make moves quicker? What were they trying to tell us by her doing something that far out of character?
I believe she sees them watching her now. Once she got the little tip from Detective Howard, now she's paying attention. She wasn't paying attention before. So it's a good thing she met up with him and saw that. So now she knew, like, that's them. That's the Alphabet Boys.
Mm-hmm. And Moochie, I love the narration we got from 50 during that scene and the narration we keep getting from 50 throughout the whole scene. Because I think in this particular scene, he mentioned something about how when the police is on you, you look straight, and when the feds is on you, you turn and look back. I just find when they let him do that narration on this show, it's phenomenal. What do you think about his narration when he does that part?
I liked it. I liked the part where he was talking about Stefano, because it made you think he was gonna rap, but he was cool as a cucumber. We had a watch party on my channel, and that scene, it was just like, I really thought he was gonna snitch at first, and I was like, nah, he can't snitch. They don't really got nothing on him. And there was speculation. We thought Giorgio was the rat, but that's still not proven. So I'm still kind of up in the air with that one. They could have did that just to scare him.
Right.
Because he's not bringing enough information in. So, yeah.
Now we're going to actually talk about crazy ass Ronnie again. Fellas, those of you that have been following my channel for a long time, Steve and some of the others, you know, I went through a whole complete body transformation. Lost a lot of weight, got into fitness competitions, started looking really good. Your relationship with the person that is your gym partner that's spotting you has to be something you can trust, because if not, you get down there with that weight, you won't have no confidence, you drop the weight, you won't move the weight. Moochie, this man right here is someone I wouldn't even take to my kitchen. Let alone I wouldn't take this. I wouldn't even, Moochie, I wouldn't take him to the dumpster, because he liable to kill me and try to say I was already there, dead in the trash can. He would never be my spotter. You feel me? he ain't spotting no weight that's gonna be coming down on my neck. But in this scene, look,
I was
forget it.
thinking the same thing though. When I did my trailer breakdown for it, I was like, yo, I wouldn't trust him with a weight, like him spotting me.
No,
Because I actually thought he was gonna hold that weight down on Unique.
I
And
mean,
when he started talking about Rock, I said, oh yeah, I did think that was gonna happen for a minute. But it didn't.
so men and women that live know that this is a very compromising situation right here. And you don't want to be in a compromising situation with a man that's crazier than bats in a bag. He's not the guy. So Moochie, when he said Rock should be dead and it ain't too late to take her out, did you think Unique was gonna flinch? Because I thought Unique might have gonna flinch, but he didn't. How did you react when you heard this in this scene?
He won a KI double hockey sticks. he want her going. He want her to take a dirt nap. He want her to kick the bucket.
He knows something. He knows something about Rock. He know a whole lot about Rock, and he hates her. And he is the devilish, conniving, manipulative type of individual that if he really hates you, he's not just going to kill you. He's going to kill you slowly, deeply, and painfully. And that's probably what I think is going to happen to Rock. But Mooch, another question I got for you here is, do you think Unique is scared of his brother?
I believe he is. I believe he's. Once he went to the club, they went to the club. He sees his brother is worse, has come back worse than how he is right now.
And maybe that's one reason why he spends so much time at Rock House. He don't want to be around his brother.
Yeah, but you gonna leave your girl and your baby there?
That's very irresponsible.
That's crazy to me.
Like that's not only is that irresponsible, that's just downright disrespectful and dumb. And I mean, maybe you don't care about the woman, but don't you care about your only begotten son? Damn, dude. And if you scared of your brother, imagine how your woman and child must feel around somebody you scared of. You know, but you're too busy punching your passions in the panty drawers of Rock to even consider your seedling. At the very least, that. And then you know your woman don't like Rock. She hates Rock's guts.
She's scared of Rock.
Yeah, I mean, look, two things can be true. She can be scared of Rock and she can still hate her guts. You know? So look, Moochie, I'm scared of blue whales. And I hate their guts. Okay? I'm scared of blue whales and I hate their guts. I hate them. Two things can be true. And at the end of the day,
the worst person, a scared person might do the worst thing, the deadliest thing.
That's true. You never back a caged animal that ain't got nothing to lose.
Look, I'm talking like don't be surprised if something going on in that house.
Let me get to that part too, because I got questions for you on that too. But we'll get there in a minute. So now we get to the scene. This was funny as hell to me. This was funny when Unique go meet his new Asian Oriental Connect, thanks to Stefano. And this guy was telling you he shipped his heroin up to Canada, then he bring it back down south. I love the back and forth innuendos, basically pulling out their penises, putting them on the table to see who's the longest, only to eventually get to the point where they say, I like this black dude. And, you know, they talk stuff about Unique's crew all dying. Unique said, I came through. Talk to me about the way they introduced this guy and his first meeting with Unique. How did you like it?
I love Unique's charisma. He got charisma when he walked in with Stefano, and he showed the same thing here. He showed the same thing here, and he was showing that he got BD energy. You know, he was just putting it on the table like blah. You know, here it is. He let him know. I like the fact that I like the banter that they did back and forth. And when he said that whole thing about him coming here on an inner tube and da 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 da, I was there for it.
Yeah, that was funny. Pop pop. Well, what did you think about the Asian guy? I like this black guy.
He was just like Stefano. He won him over.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Definitely. And Moochie, I'm sorry, but oh, Lord.
What?
I know people don't want to hear this, Moochie. I know they don't want to hear it.
Well, are you going to get ready to go there?
Moochie, one of these main characters that have been with us from first season, I just hate to be the bearer of bad news for y'all, but they're going to die. As sure as water beads on the back of a seal, one of the main characters is going to die. If I had to put Moochie, if I had to put money on it, I'm going to say Marvin's a Garner. Close behind him would be Detective Howard. And third on that list would be Unique. Those are my top 3 death predictions of the main characters. Marvin, Detective Howard, and Unique. Post your comments. Let us know what y'all think.
I don't want to be Marvin, but we see him changing for the better, doing everything right. And usually when a character meets his, it's like it's almost done for him. But I hope not, because Lulu's messing up too. And I don't want him to go. I'm so worried about him because his drinking.
Moochie, he's safe. He's safe. Look, the way that Marvin's character, Marvin right now, ladies and gentlemen, for me, is the MVP of the season.
Oh yeah.
MVP.
Oh yeah.
Like he is
all the 3 episodes. All 3 episodes.
All 3. And they're doing that for a reason. They're doing that he is about to die. And before he died, they want his going out party to be glorious. And I think it will be. Will be. Now, Moochie, we got to talk about this, right? Let me just put this on the screen. For all the viewing and eyeball enjoyment you want, you can even get yourself a little hard on if you want to. Unique done came over to Rock House. Now, again, Unique is acting his ass off. Do you feel me, Moochie? Like, he really is playing this role like he could, like, this is really his boo thing. Because every time he see her, he rubbing that ass. Like, the way he kissed her, this is thug love right here. This is thug love. And Moochie, they got up in that bed, and boy, wrong picture. He gave her the sweet chin music and them panty draws she wanted. They show her skin. They show her curve. They show her tiny, tiny little waist. They show him sucking his gold caps. I thought he was about to lose them teeth. And they enjoyed it. So, Moochie, break down their love scene the way you seen it.
It was hot and heavy. I liked it. It looked almost realistic. It looks like it was a lot of kissing. They've been kissing a lot. We talked about this during the show. They've been kissing a lot. So I think they both open. But I think he's more focused than she is. And that's what I'm worried about.
You think he is more focused than she is?
Yeah, she talking about she don't want to do this no more. She thinking of other ways. But I didn't like the pillow talk afterwards.
Yeah, we'll break down the pillow talk. What was it about the pillow talk that got you worried?
He robbed her before. Why are you telling him about all of this money that you got? You already robbed you. He getting mixed up with these Koreans. I don't, and then he got his crazy brother around. This is not a good dude to be messing with right now. She need to be really careful. He might be on some get back too.
Moochie, me and you rarely disagree with each other. But on this one, my sister, we part ways.
Okay.
If I had to pick of these two, if I had to pick which one I think would harm the other one first, it's definitely Rock. I still think Rock would hurt him before he hurt her.
You think he that open?
He
seemed like you paid attention to that conversation with the Koreans, right?
I heard the conversation, but Moochie, there's no denying it. Unless him going to Rock house is truly motive driven to stay away from his own house because his brother's there. This dude nose is wide open, like you could shove a truckload of cocaine in his nose. Dude is wide open. He
Oh,
cares
yeah, he
about
is.
Rock. He cares about Rock more than she cares about him. Period. And the thing we're going to have to see, does he care about her so much that he be willing to lose one of his own family members or some of his business to either save her or help her?
I believe he'd
That's
be
when we.
willing to lose a family member.
Me too.
I already believe he will, but I believe he'll be manipulative with it too.
Definitely. Definitely. And then the thing about this, Moochie, look, when have you had Moochie, you're a woman of higher statures. Have you ever been stalked by a man or a woman before?
A man, yes.
Okay. What happened when Unique left Rock's house? Who was somewhere lurking around looking?
Ronnie. He seen where he went. He follows him. And then dropped
So,
down.
so then, Moochie, that leads to the
He
question
dropped down
of,
before that, actually.
so first of all, Moochie, he got into it with the baby mama, with Unique's baby mama, because she didn't hurry up and pull out his damn Lala Anthony cereal. That was first thing. Then he stuck the knife deep in her and said, I don't know where that nigga at. He probably out with his side piece. And next thing I know, he just pop up and know where Unique is at with the side piece. Okay? You know what I mean? So with him knowing where Rock live, him knowing his brother's going there, what is Crazy Ronnie gonna do with this information?
I think he gonna mess with Kanan. I already feel like he gonna do that. He already can't stand his mother. He's gonna do the same thing that was done to that he did to Tariq. I've been saying this. He gonna manipulate that boy, and she's gonna be really pissed off. It's like he don't like Rock, so he gonna take her cub.
Well, like I
And
said
I don't
earlier,
mean, it doesn't have to mean that he not gonna, that's gonna be one of, he's gonna be working with him.
like I said earlier, ladies and gentlemen, when you see somebody who is demented, super crazy, and you really get under their skin, they're not just going to kill you and hurt you fast. They are going to hurt you intimately and deeply. What could hurt Rock more intimately and deeply than to see someone that hates her guts manipulating and using her son and teaching him the game that she is not willing to teach anymore? That is going to hurt her so bad, it might cause her to be like, look, Unique, take your brother out or I will. And then we're going to see where Unique loyalties lie. Because what decision do you think Unique would make if Rock said, take your brother out, I will, Moochie?
I think it's gonna be the other way around.
You think that Ronnie is going to tell Kanan, take out your mother or I will?
I think Unique is gonna tell Rock what Ronnie's doing, and he's not gonna take out his own brother. So he's gonna try to get her to do it.
Do you think Kanan gonna have a problem with Unique sleeping with his mama?
Yeah.
Well, he might go. That might be how Daddy finds out.
Of course.
You know.
He's already mad at her because she's still lying to him.
Yeah.
She hasn't stopped lying.
Nope. Folks, let us know what you think, because that is a whole mess. Now, Moochie, we get on to Luke over here meet Dolly Parton Shirley, who's at a bar. She knows Lulu's daddy and the music. We get a chance to hear about Lulu's father. And She's pouring Lulu these drinks and everything, Moochie. And next thing I know, she's got black talent that come on the stage. Nobody else really let the black rappers get up there. How did you like the way they introduced Shirley into the mix? And did you get the energy I got? Like maybe there was some androgynous energy going on. Like maybe Lou might smash her or wanted something from her. Then it turned into, at the end, they strike a business deal. How do you think that this thing is going to end up with them, Moochie? Because he beat up a guy that she wanted beat up. He goes to jail, and we'll get to the jail part in a minute. But just tell me, Moochie, how did you feel when this scene was playing out? What was going through your mind?
I was mad at Lou with this this scene right here. He knows about the father, and I like the fact that we're hearing about his father. This is the second time we heard about the father. The last time we heard about him, Rock was talking about her father in the hospital this season.
Mm-hmm.
So we're knowing more about the father. We barely know about the mother. You know, we just see that, and we always hear that their mother didn't really raise them. So I like the fact that I like Shirley. I want to see where this goes. I think we're going to see this bar take off. I think he's going to have open night there. Don't be surprised if you see Jukebox on the stage.
Shout out to Steve Harris. It's his birthday. Happy birthday to you, Steve. The young man turns 30 years old today. Yeah. Congratulations. Happy birthday, my brother. Glad you're here with us, sharing some time with us. We are very appreciative. And I see a lot of y'all that don't want to see Lulu do nothing with this older Shirley. What y'all got against older women? I married an older woman. Shoot, don't y'all know the older the berry, the sweeter the juice?
Yeah, I'm not saying anything's wrong with that, but I didn't see that.
Mm-hmm. Or y'all saying the older it get, the more it shrivel up and the less juice come out of it.
I don't know about all of that.
I don't either. I don't. Hey, the old women have treated me good. That's all I'm gonna say. I've yet to meet an old woman who ain't milky as hell. That's all I'm saying. I'm leaving it at that. Moving right along. Then we get on to my man Marvin saving Gerald. And ladies and gentlemen, I did put in the bottom of my video, because at the time when I made the video, I had forgot who Gerald was, but Gerald was in Marvin's therapy class. He kind of got into it with him. And he actually came to this hotel, paid these guys money to save Gerald. And then we look up and Gerald worked his voice staff. And Marvin is saving him. So Moochie, expand on what you gathered from this scene of Marvin saving Gerald. You're on mute, Moochie.
He's an editor for the paper, The Voice. So I want to know where this is gonna go. Will we see Marvin work a regular job? I think not. But I want to see where will we be seeing him again? But I don't want him to get too close to him.
What are your fears with Marvin getting too close to Gerald?
I just don't want him getting too close to him. It's just like he's like living kind of risky. And that could have been a bad situation for Marvin. So this is something he really didn't have to deal with. But, we're seeing such a change in him that he's actually looking out for people. So,
Moochie, for me, this so highlighted the change in Marvin's heart. He didn't have to go and help this man.
No, not at all.
And I think that because him and Gerald got into it in the therapy class, and then they eventually found a respect for each other, I think that's what catered to Marvin going to save this man. Not only save him, but he spent money to save him. Marvin ain't had to spend that money to save this guy. And furthermore, to elaborate, this is more evidence, y'all, that they are going to do something. They're going to get rid of Marvin. Like he's doing too much good stuff.
Yeah,
he didn't have to go get him.
Too, but I'm just like,
he risked it. That was a risk to go mess with these crackheads and save Gerald. It was a risk. So post your comments, man. Where do you think this is going to go with Gerald and Marvin? Gerald relapsed, basically. Gerald was in there in the therapy sessions because of some stuff that happened to him, and he done fell backwards, and Marvin came to the rescue.
I wonder if he lost his job, because what made him go there like that? Like, what are the reasons? Like, what is the reason why he was there? Like, what brought him to this point? Was it because of what happened to their instructor, their counselor? But the class was already ended, so I'm like, like how, like that's what's making me wonder about all of that. But keep in mind, it's still on the heels. Everybody thinking it happened so long ago, but it's only a couple of days since that whole thing happened, the funeral and all of that, or a couple of weeks.
I agree. Shout out to the entire group of people who are following me and Moochie. We have a combined 269 people watching us on a Saturday night. You could be anywhere. You could be out partying. You could be out clubbing. Hell, you could be in Walmart in the produce section if you're feeling really frisky, slanging some meat. But you're here watching us, and we are so grateful to have you here watching us. And now we got to talk about this young lady right here, Adina Howard, the white version. Did y'all buy her performance? Like, Howard gave her that convincing speech and rubbed her on the shoulder. I don't think she bought none of it. I think she just got along to get along so that she wouldn't get killed. I think those were crocodile tears she was crying just so she could get out of that situation. No way in hell is she about to let IAD go. What say you, Moochie? You're on mute.
Well, I think she gonna let it go. I thought he was kind of convincing her, because everywhere she turned, everybody telling her to leave it alone. And then when he came there, he's like, I know she didn't like me. He's being honest as he can. I feel like he played her like a fiddle. That's what I've been saying. I don't
think she bought it.
You think she's still gonna pursue it?
I think that she did all that crying just because in her heart she feels like he killed Burke, and if she shows that she's gonna keep pursuing, he might come kill her. So I think she did some hellified acting just to get up out of that scene, because I think she's going to attempt to team up with the daddy and still try to pursue something with Burt. I don't think she's going to make the mistake Burt made. I think she's going to find some good, concrete evidence against Howard, present it to the daddy, and that's when we're going to get into some trouble. That's what I think she's going to do.
Keep in mind, the feds is there and internal affairs. She don't know who to trust, though, really. Because I feel like us, I've been saying this, that I believe there's a chain of command of corruption with that precinct. I believe that the Captain Baptiste is down with it.
What?
Yes, I do.
What?
He wouldn't even let her talk. He don't want to see this come back. They already on the heels of that cop that was bad in the cases. So they don't need no more bad press. So they trying to put this baby to bed.
Hey, this is a crying ass baby, Moochie. This is a hefty, crying ass baby that ain't trying to go to sleep. Okay, we done gave this baby Benadryl. We done gave him Tylenol. This baby won't go. This is a baby. This is a baby kid. He's not going to sleep. And Adina is not about to let this go to sleep, Moochie. I'm sorry, she's not. She's not. So the question, Moochie, is she going to die? Is Howard going to have to kill this woman?
If she open her mouth one more time, yeah, she's gone. If he hears a whimper of her talking about Shannon Burke, yeah, he's gone. She's
comments, y'all.
She gonna be sleeping with the fishes.
By the way, y'all, I do have a podcast. I would love it if you guys would go and subscribe. It's the Life Gains Podcast. You can get it in Apple. You can get it on Spotify. Wherever you get your podcast, pretty much what we post up here, you can take us with you when you're working out. And I do have an Instagram and a TikTok. This is my TikTok. Look who was sharing TikTok with me. It was the Moochie. And by the way, since I made this screen share of TikTok where I only had 86 followers, ladies and gentlemen, I'm up to 2,000 followers on TikTok now. So come and join the crew. Keep us empowered. Keep us on your mind as we're going to be doing some things in this coming year, and we want you guys along for the ride. Kanan done took all the Paul's guys looking like the damn Saint Lunatics and Nelly, and it's got them working these streets, Moochie. So much so that they having to re-up like wildfire. Tell me about this, and do you think Paul is going to get upset and double cross Kanan? I see it coming.
If he does, I don't trust him. If it hit the fan, like I said, I've been saying, I feel like it might be a problem. I don't see Paul standing 10 toes with it. He'll blame.
Nope.
He'll let Kanan go down for it because he got a business to protect.
Folks, what I see happening here is these guys ain't gonna want to work with Paul no more. They're gonna want to put Paul down because they're doing so well with Kanan. And when Paul see that, Paul is gonna be mad with Kanan. They're gonna want Kanan to get the hell up out of Dodge. Kanan ain't going nowhere. And what's gonna happen? Paul is either gonna try to rat on him, or Paul is gonna try to do something to slow down his business. Slowing down the business could be shooting somebody. It could be shooting Famous. It could be shooting at Kanan. But Paul is about to lose these brothers that's helping with him because they're making too much money with Kanan. Why the hell we need to mess around with Paul? He's basically slave laboring us. So I see that going down. So then if that happens, Moochie, shouldn't we say that Paul should be considered to be somebody on the chopping block of death?
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, we spoke about that. I do see if he doesn't keep his mouth closed, or if anything goes sideways, he's gone. Especially
off with his head. Right, off with that dude's head. Yeah. So post your comments for us, ladies and gentlemen. What's going to happen with Paul and his business? How did you like this, Moochie? Rock, hear about what's going on with the hair salon. Is she going to go make a cash purchase? And when she was about to make the purchase, some more of the feds was clocking her, and one of them went all racial about how he wanted to get some of this ass. She's not a drug dealer. I want to get me some of that chocolate ass. Talk to me about this move to clean her money, Moochie, because she got a lot of money she need to clean up.
She's smart. Rock, right away she asked just how Kanan was adding them figures up. If y'all didn't see my video, the mini parts of Kanan episode 2, the way she's figuring out everything. I need to make moves now. This is gonna be a good thing right now. I'm gonna buy this place. It's in a good spot. I gotta get something else popping. So yeah. And I believe she's trying to really do this the right way right now.
Right.
So I guess they just abandoning the studio then. They just gonna leave that business like it didn't exist.
And plus, if you're gonna, now I'm not saying I've done this, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, I'm not saying that, and I'm not saying I know how to do it. But if you're gonna go to a business where you need to wash money, it needs to be a business that traditionally takes cash. Laundromats, yard sales, hair salons, barbershops, stuff like that. Traditionally, they take cash. And this is going to be a cash cow. This is going to be a great way for her to wash her money. She's just going to have to turn the water on a little bit so that it looks like they're doing that much business, sell some products up out of there. This is going to be a great way to wash her money. But Moochie, do you think that Unique might want to use her services to wash his money too? Do you think she'll mix business with pleasure?
I don't think so because she don't want any of the drama.
Moochie, she's sleeping with the drama. Okay? She's sleeping with the drama. She even told him, I don't want your mess coming over here. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. I hate to be the bearer of bad. I hate giving y'all bad news. But if you're sleeping with someone who's in drama, you're going to become part of the drama too. No separating. No separating. Now, Moochie, Some people miss this, but you know your boy didn't. Lou in jail, and when he first
Mm-hmm.
woke up, he saw D Wiz and Scrappy.
Yep.
What were they trying to tell us during this scene when Lou saw these two?
Yo, that's been haunting him for a while. He feel guilty about both of them. And he didn't even pull the trigger with Scrappy.
Nope, sure didn't. So what is he gonna do to cleanse himself, Moochie? How is he gonna cleanse his soul and get right? You think that this union and this club thing that he's doing with Shirley to get some of the hip hop heads together gonna kind of help alleviate his soul a little bit?
I believe he's doing that because he still likes the music.
Hmm.
Like what's her name? Sharon?
Shirley,
Shirley. Like Shirley
yeah.
said, he's been bit by the bug. So he's gonna try to stay close to the music because he don't want to go back in that studio. It's too much in there. I'm surprised he didn't see Crown Camacho.
Ah, good point. Good point. Good point. Yeah. Post your comments, y'all. Let us know what you think. I think this was an awakening for Lou. I think that being in jail was his rock bottom point. From here, I think Lou is on a trajectory back up.
I hope so.
He's gonna be on an upscale trajectory back up. He's gonna have talent coming in this bar. I think that Jukebox, who we about to talk about next, is gonna form her little girl group. They're gonna be singing in there. He's gonna have some hip hop artists in there. This is gonna be the spot. It's gonna be like Def Comedy Jam and Slams in there, and it's gonna be the thing that gets him back to feeling himself again. And he's
Mhm.
not gonna want Rock's help. And Rock is gonna try to help. I can guarantee you that. But he's not gonna want that shit. Mm-mm. He ain't gonna want Rock help. Speaking of Juke, Moochie, what did you think about Jukebox and this audition? Her taking some mints from this girl, and I do think that her and this girl is going to form some kind of a
Mhm.
music group, if not date, because I got a lot of that kind of energy from these two.
I
And
think it's gonna
do
be
you
both
think
of them.
it can be both? Yeah, definitely. What do you think she won the audition? And tell me about what you think about this girl. Give me your thoughts on these two, Moochie.
I think the girl's gonna be in the group too. I thought she's gonna be the other member and that the other one that walked in there that was all DeMarcus know their names already. What's their
Damn,
names,
you do?
DeMarcus again? Yup.
Okay. They
I did
SWV
write it down because he was telling me about it. He
or
was
they
telling us he was talking
TLC,
about it the other
they
night.
SWV. They can't be escaped because it was four of them. Who else was a three-girl group?
TLC.
Crystal and Leisha.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. So KLJ or JKL or LKJ. However, Jade. Okay, I'm with that. I could definitely see that happening for sure. And Moochie, last but 100% not least, Kanan got his business rolling the way he wanted.
Hmm.
It's rolling. And Famous see somebody clocking them across the street. Who is it?
Hmm.
Not Juke.
Look like
This
Michael
crazy nigga
Myers.
right here. Look,
Why he
Moochie,
had this
I'm
Michael
telling you.
Myers look, yo?
Moochie, I'm telling you, when I did the review of B, I was like, this dude is it the clown. He popping up out of damn sewers and shit, stalking everybody without music. It
I got
just
the
looked
Michael Myers look with it because the way he was
like,
standing there.
bruh, he's staring at everybody.
Dun-dun-dun.
First of all, Moochie, did he take the car? Did he take the car from the bouncer dude?
I
Because
was
what
thinking
car is he
he did because
driving?
it was a screwdriver in it. He stole somebody's
Yeah,
car.
he stole somebody's car, y'all. He stole somebody's car to do all this stalking. Like
Mm-hmm.
this is a man who there's an old school saying, idle time is the devil's playground, meaning
Oh
that
yeah.
when you got too much time on your hands, you wind up getting into trouble, doing stuff you shouldn't be doing. And this is a man who ain't got nothing but idle time. And he's finding ways to get into trouble everywhere. And we as fans are enjoying this shit. It's like the looming bad guy that they're not focusing on just yet, but you just get them in sprinkles. So when he's seen this, Moochie, what is his next move? What is he gonna do next?
I want to see if I want to hear what kind of conversation is going to be. Kanan better not walk over there and go talk to him. He needs to tell his mother who he saw and that he was over by here, and that's that. Don't
Moochie
approach
said,
him because he's crazy.
Moochie said, and that's that. like, no, ain't no fooling around with this clown.
Yeah, he take him and yoke his little behind up.
Moochie, did
He
you
got
find
that
it?
super crazy strength, because he not all there. He got the 730 strength. Like when
Got
he
that old,
like, he big like
got that old man strength, man.
oh.
And then he's fresh out the pen and ain't try to go get him no piece of tail. None. That's crazy. Like, that's a crazy man. But anyway, Moochie, how did Kanan know all this insider information about him? Kanan knew that he got out of prison because of the cop. Kanan knew that he was Unique's brother. You think Kanan been talking to Detective
Because of the
Howard?
cop.
Yeah.
What cop told him that Ronnie was out?
No, I'm saying how did Kanan figure out all this information? How did Kanan know that Ronnie got out early due to that cop that was messing around with people's cases? The cop
because they said there was gonna be 13 people released. So was he one of the 13s? Yes, he was.
Did they say it though? Like, did we get the news release? Did we see it on the show?
When he was in the car with Unique, when they was driving that first time, the first episode when we see him, when they was driving, that's when he was talking about his case and that cop, that dirty cop.
Well, you remember what he told his brother. You remember what he told it. You remember what how Ronnie told his brother he got out of prison because TB was going around. How did Kanan know that is even Unique's brother?
He knows that that's Unique's brother because the beginning of this series, I want to say that's when he went in. Because remember, he's been in there for a while. We in the 3rd season, so I think he was in there already because that's when Unique came over. Before, Rock was his rival. So the question is, how did he really get in there? Is it some sort of connection with Rock? Why he in there? It's a lot of things. Do he know that she was a snitch? Those are the questions that I'm asking.
Yes, me too. Like I started this review off. Ronnie knows something about Rock. Look, would you even be surprised if Ronnie got some history with Detective Howard? You on mute, Moochie.
I don't know if he got some sort of connection with Detective Howard because everybody was talking about Seferano. That's the other cop.
Right.
So everybody's talking about him. So he's got to be on that paperwork the way they talking. That's the cop that put him in there, and this is why he's out.
Right. Yep.
It seemed like him and Detective Howard, they ain't really running the same circles as far as working. Detective Howard's a lone wolf.
For the most part. Definitely, I think like a lone wolf, the type that likes to do things on his own so that, keep it to yourself. You can't, the best way to keep a secret is to keep it to yourself. And I think that's the kind of stuff that Howard is on. So now, Moochie, we to the part where we are going to take our super chatters questions before we get out of here. And again, we got up to 295 on the stream. We're currently sitting at 275. You guys are the superheroes. We are always grateful. Thank you for sharing the evening with us. Be sure to follow us on our social media. Moochie's at IG at Moochella Reviews. My links are all up here. You can get me here, IG, Instagram, Twitter. That's the podcast, which you can get it anywhere you serve your podcast. Come check me out on TikTok too, man. We break these things down. Join the ever-growing crew. First super chat I got for you, Moochie,
Okay.
comes from Steve. Good God Almighty, Steve, you the man. That is a huge support to this channel. And baby, I can buy me a pack of 30 Pampers for my little man with that. He says, we rock with you, Lamont. I've been here since the IPTV day. I better not say that word. YouTube will try to take your channel. You say IPTV. But I appreciate you, Steve. I rocks with you. You're my brother. Thank you for being here. DeMarcus Vaughn says, Ronnie is crazy and deranged in my Martin Lawrence voice. Ronnie Mathis is my guy.
Crazy, deranged.
So crazy. Yep. Appreciate that $5 from you, my brother DeMarcus. Then we get back to my main man, Steve. Any thoughts we see Kanan close kill this season, like he told Tariq about killing? Basically what he's saying is you're not a killer till you kill somebody you're close to. And Steve, I still think he's going to kill Famous. That's what I think.
I could see that happening. We already seeing the bullying signs. I do, but I don't want it to. But if he mess up, yeah, he's done.
Well, we family, so I can let y'all in on a secret that one of my peoples told me on Instagram or TikTok, one of them. Famous is going to be dropping a song this season, y'all, and that's all I'm going to say. He's going to be dropping, I kept saying I want to hear Streets Need a Body. Well, Famous is going to drop a new track. He's probably going to go right down there and perform it with Juke at the spot Lulu done set up. So keep your eyes peeled on that. You heard it here first. Next on the super chatting list, Moochie, we got DeMarcus Vaughn came back and said, who y'all got in the fight? OG Kanan or Ronnie Mathis? I'm going to take OG Kanan.
I take OG Kanan too.
The only reason we take an OG Kanan is because we've seen OG Kanan in action over the course of seasons. Yeah. We haven't seen enough of Ronnie, like we've only seen Ronnie bash CeeLo Green, the bouncer. And we've seen him do deranged, crazy things. But just because you're deranged and crazy don't mean your ass can fight. Most deranged and crazy people, they ain't fighting straight up. They're using weapons. They're using guns. They're using flamethrowers. They're throwing rats. They're cutting donkeys' tails and throwing them at you, shit like that. So now give me OG Kanan. And last but definitely,
just because somebody slammed somebody's arm and to do it 19 times don't mean he could fight.
No, sure doesn't.
Don't mean he got hands.
No, and basically he snuck up on the bouncer. Now, really, to be honest with you, Ronnie was taller than the bouncer. So, like, you shouldn't have that guy there being a damn bouncer in the first place. We're going to keep this thing 100. There's got to be a height test. Ronnie don't look like he no taller than 5'8". The bouncer was shorter than that. So what the hell kind of bouncer you got? I digress, Mooch. Last one we got from my man Steve coming through with another super chat. Ronnie, you had to have better hands back than that. He snuck him, Steve. That's all he did. He snuck him. He caught him in a sneak. If it wouldn't have been for that, hell, the bouncer might would have gave him a little bit of a fight. We'll see next time. Having said that, Moochie, what do you have going on your channel that the fans can look forward to as we prepare to get out of here?
If you haven't checked, we did a watch party the night the show aired. There's clips up and our commentary about what scenes we like and what just basically us talking about the show, and you see some of the things like that. I'll be putting up some more clips. It's a video on YouTube and there's some on my Instagram. If you guys need to check it out. We had so much fun doing that.
They always do a good job, ladies and gentlemen. From my channel, I will be dropping my trailer breakdown for this coming episode number 4, Power Book 3, Season 3, trailer episode for number 4. I'll be doing it either tomorrow or Monday. Probably give you guys some recall videos for Hightown that's coming back in January. And I'm I might get up here sometime this week since it's Christmas and do Black entertainment news because there's a lot of stuff happening. I want to talk about Jonathan Majors. I want to talk about the Black mom that went to jail. There's so much going on dealing with our culture, and I want to do some news for the culture. So be on the lookout for that. But you can always catch me on TikTok for short videos too. We out of here, y'all. Thank you. We love you. And until that next Sex is Hell video, peace.